good, YouTube? We back with another episode of the TrakWolf Godcast.
Yeah.
I'm your boy TrakBeatz. We got my man Cheno Bliss in the building with us today, you know what I'm saying? We got a special guest over here with us, but before we get into her, you know what I'm saying, I want to shout out the brand that I got on today, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Gil, Big Sevens, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all find him, follow him, support, you know what I'm saying? Show some love. That's what we doing out here, you know what I'm saying? But on that note, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into our special guest that we got over here, Miss Kelly Brown.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
All right.
Good, good. So, just to get started off, to tell the people, you know what I'm saying, like, how did you get started into the hair business?
Okay. Hello, once again. Look. So I have a shop, Infamous Hair Solutions, where we sell hair products and hair extensions. How did I get started? Let's see. So I got started back in, I want to say it was like probably 2017. Basically, it was crazy how I got started because it was just more like a thing to me. Like I wanted, I like hair.
Yeah.
I like doing my own hair, but not like doing hair. But
so you like making sure you straight.
yeah, but everybody else too. I want to make sure everybody good.
Okay.
But so I always had to go like to try to find the hair I was looking for, and then I was like, shoot, I could probably sell hair or whatever. Just a thought that came.
Yeah.
So then the more I thought about it, I started playing it, and then I started sampling hair, getting hair sent to me, investing, trying to figure out what's good hair, what could I sell, what would people buy. So I was already like dealing with people in the hair, like hair salons and stuff. So I had kind of connections where I could reach out and see if they could get the hair from me and help me with what I was trying to do.
Yeah, networked already.
Was networking basically. Yeah. So that went well for a little bit.
So you was out of your trunk before you got...
Yeah, in the car. I meet people, call people. Like I said, the hair salon was going to, she would have people that want to buy hair. Just in word of mouth, people who like the product, once they get it, they say, oh, Kelly got this. And then, you give them prices and stuff, good deals, because you want people, because at the beginning it's about trying to get people to try your product, get them in there. So
yeah.
And once they like it, it's like, they'll come back.
So how did you figure out how to work your numbers with, as far as before you got to the shop, like just working it from the streets, like?
So that was a little struggle in the beginning because you're not really thinking all the overhead, like stuff you gotta cost, like it's gonna cost you. So I started to just trying to revenue like what I can make off of this and like what could I sell it for, what was reasonable. I had to like really sit down and do the pricing and marketing of everything else. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out the view.
Yanking her in the camera live.
I'm sorry,
good.
I
just picked my head up.
Yeah, so I would just check other prices out. You have to do research, your homework, in the product that you're doing or whatever you're trying to sell or whatever you into. So
you took some big losses first coming out?
I did, because of course you gotta buy products, you gotta test it. You can't just put it out there and then you can, but you might not like the feedback that you get, and if you ain't try your own product, so it's like.
So how do you test it?
I would first of all, whoever my vendors are, I check like their background just to see how long they've been into it and stuff like that. But at the beginning, it was like kind of different because you still gotta find a connect. You gotta find somebody that's.
I need a plug.
So you're going through trials with that. So that's why I really took losses, because then you just getting stuff just to get it.
Was that Google, Instagram, Facebook? How you finding vendors?
It was like a lot of people. Instagram, when you use like start your page and anything you tag with hair and stuff in there, people will hit you up.
Yeah.
But then for real, they sell it, like you gotta pay. Like, you pay me this, I give you this list of vendors. Like, so you gotta find certain ones. It's not like it's just gonna be there. Like you might find somebody that's not probably good quality, but they sell vendors and stuff, like lists that you can literally you can buy. But that's your in this thing is like, if I pay you this, am I gonna get the that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
What about dealing with customers? Because I'm pretty sure you probably knew a good amount of these people personally, and they probably wanted discounts and stuff. Like, how did you handle customers?
Well, I offer discounts for certain things because it's always good to give discounts and stuff like that. But if it's just like somebody just want a discount all the time, is that what you said? No, you got to treat your quality just like it was anything else. You go on somebody, you're going to pay the price if you go into the store. Exactly. It's business at the end of the day. It's nothing personal. I'm charging you what I charge everybody else. And you got to keep that mindset, because if you don't, you can
get sidetracked
and be in some like, well, I was doing, but if you do that, you're gonna say, well, I got to do that for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
so how did that transfer? What was your steps taken to get you into the actual physical store location?
It's so funny because it's like connection. I always feel like the universe do bring you to people, certain people. And I was networking actually the day I heard about the shop being open. I was going to pop up with gosh, I'm so bad because I forgot the name of the pop up, but it was like, gosh, what's Sugar? Oh my God, Brown Sugar. That's what Brown Sugar. She was hosting a pop up, and she sell clothes, plus size clothes. Check her out. She got good stuff. And I was at one, and she invited me to a pop-up that she had, and the mix of people being there and talking, that conversation came up that building was, space was available. And I was like, oh, let me check it. Not having a plan like that. I wanted, because I wasn't thinking I was financially straight to start running a store or what. And then I checked it out, and it not knowing I was going in there to actually get it, I was like, well, let me see. And when I went in there, the vibes was good with me and my the person I rent from, and it was just like, I don't know, it just started happening.
Everything just
started fitting, because I was not it wasn't like I planned, oh, this month I'm going to go get this, I'm going to have this. Literally that happened. I was scared because I'm taking a risk. I'm about to get, I got other bills. I got kids too. And it's and I'm working. And it's like, how you going to work, run the shop, and do that? So it was
You do
scary,
it. By doing,
You got to just say, hey, I'm going to try it. And if I don't, I'm still going to keep trying something. But if you don't try, you won't really never know.
So from what you're saying, I'm getting you pretty much didn't really have to take steps to get prepared. It all kind of fell into order in natural time.
It kind of did, but I'm not gonna say I didn't put it. It wasn't no work behind that, but that was just the aspect. Or you said of getting the store.
Yes, getting the store.
Yeah. But prior to getting that, like I said, I was putting in the work, networking, getting to know people. So it was that's where you actually think, because it's like, okay, am I gonna take on this? What have I been making since, beforehand? Can I take what I'm making now? Would that pay this and be able to make my, pay for my inventory and get stuff back? So then you really got to think about that. I did take a CIC class too in the process before getting the shop. Mm-hmm. So that had me and that class is an entrepreneur class where they help people with small business. You go in there with a business or not, and you thinking of one, and they basically help you with steps of preparing you up to the next step, your finances, what you'll need, this. So I was kind of already in that. So like I said, it was just stuff was happening.
You were preparing yourself.
She was spiritually in that space
already there.
Okay, yeah.
Just physically, it just started manifesting right around that time.
Yeah. So pretty much.
When you stepped into the physical location, did you do it alone? Did you have a partner?
I did it alone. I did it alone when I stepped into that location. But prior to that, because I don't want to take nothing from that person, because they helped me a lot. Shout out to Julia. we were, before I even had a store, when I was thinking about the hair, he kind of helped me on the finance part because we were going to go into business together. But situation happened where he couldn't be a part of it no more. So, but I had to give a shout out to him for helping.
Yeah, say respect.
But I went in there alone. I did.
Was it scary? Were you excited?
What
did you feel?
Say this.
All of it, cause you gotta think, and especially if you have somebody like that who's rooting for you and y'all on the same connection, and it's like, oh wow, then big steps coming, and it's like, shot, am I gonna be able to do it by myself? But I said, hey,
had enough clientele, friends,
just try
enough willpower to kind of push through everything. So how did you come up with the name?
So the name is that's crazy. So me and a cousin that prior we came up with the name together. Well, it was something we would toss the name around, and that one just stuck for me. So
it just was thrown out in the air.
Well, it was like a lot of like back and forth. Like, what do you think about this? What like. And it was like infamous, but not in a bad way. A bad way, but a good way. Infamous is gonna be like nice. Ooh, it's bad. So, but playing with it, like infamous hair solutions, and the solution part is like, hey, I probably was planning it, didn't know. Because at the end, solutions, we're gonna help you get to the problem. We're gonna help you get it in there, install. So, yeah,
I like it. It has a ring to it. Just rolls off the tongue.
Thank you.
It's a pretty good process. So how do you go about, you got a website for your location?
I do. I have a website. I'm on Facebook under Infamous Hair and Solutions. My website is www.infamoushairandSolutions spelled out. And it's at bigcartel.com.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Always
you good. I was just asking just for out loud references, but I'm definitely gonna make sure it's dropped down in the links below, so you know what I'm saying, have faster access to it.
Thank you.
So like, what are some since you have established your own business, what are some changes that you've noticed within like your life, your spirit, your mind that are positive?
Patience. A lot of that. Because I feel anything you practice at home, you're going to practice that wherever you're at, like in your business, and I choose to stay positive, like no matter what. I could be having a bad day, but I don't show I'm having a bad day. We all have bad days, but I feel like it's how you choose to let it carries out your day.
Yeah.
So I try to stay positive about pretty much, if I can, everything. But you still have those moments you have to walk out and come back, regroup yourself.
Yeah, without question.
I think the good thing about that is like knowing that you have an understanding of it, but it's also like at the same time you didn't see it, but you're also aware of the anger and the mad emotion, which we also always have to experience, you know what I'm saying, which you can't just not acknowledge, you know what I'm saying. So like what you're saying, walking out, that's a subtle way to kind of cool things down. Okay, I acknowledge this emotion right here. I'll be back to holler at you in a second. Yeah, I could definitely feel the process. So how was it for your kids, like going through all of this?
I have to give a shout out to my mom. She helps me a lot with them. But being that they older, so they understand, and like my kids are 13 and 17, so they're at the age where they kind of got their little mind on their own. So it's more like, Mom, eat this, or Mom, like. But overall, they know you need to do this and this. So I'm glad they're at that age where I don't have to be like babysitter here, like the young age. So it helps a lot, and they're helpful when they want to be.
So you kind of got your business going right around the time when they were starting to get up there.
Yes,
basically.
yes. So they were a little younger, so they didn't really know. So they kind of grew into it, but it was like. But the funny part is because the kids think you're supposed to have all the money in the world, like so. I'm working 2 jobs and I'm just starting to shop. And then my daughter said, "Hey, are you gonna get me something?" She asked. I said, "I don't have no." She said, "But you have a shop and you work 2 jobs. You never have any money." I said, "I gotta go."
Your whole heart broken coming to your stomach. Like,
You didn't realize what I'm building right here.
I'm laughing like,
Why are you reminding me?
trying to ignore that.
like, but they don't realize you get something all the time.
Yeah.
But that's kids for you. But it was funny. It was like, because you just like, no, you're not getting. But you always say you have no money. But don't have any money.
They enjoy being in the shop with you?
No.
They don't? That's not anything.
Only my oldest, she'll come if she wants something, but other than that, they're like,
Not yet.
no. My niece come and work in the shop with me. So that's my brother's daughter.
That's what's good.
Next door. So she comes and help me out, and she make sure she get her paycheck too.
Yeah, she want to get you, but that's good
Yeah.
that you opened up an avenue for her to be able to do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if you didn't push through, she wouldn't have that option to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you the first business owner in your immediate family?
Yeah. Well, yes, in my immediate family.
Have your how do your parents react to something like that?
They were excited, happy, questionable. You know how.
Hey, you gonna manage all of it?
Yeah.
You gonna sell hair? You got a whole
Yeah. So what is
for
hair? You know. So
Yeah.
people gonna pay what?
For hair?
Hey, well, what do you? So how much you charge for this? Why would they buy the?
So why you got 2 jobs and a shop?
Yeah. So eventually, and that was the thing. So
I gotta invest into it.
Yes,
I
you
have
gotta
to
invest. You gotta invest. I'm like, I gotta make some money to put in to keep it going. But and then I was, fortunately, I was able to stop working the other jobs and just run the shop. So
Yeah, but you put that time and energy.
yeah, I mean, it was rough. That was rough.
Because you have
'Cause
to
I-
take those losses and go through that rough part.
And then not getting enough sleep. Don't not.
Oh yeah, sleep is not your friend.
Because I was working in the nursing field, so I'm working
you
night
already ain't
shift.
sleeping, working. In
Yeah, and I was
nursing
working a
field.
night shift, like 11 to 7.
Oh yeah, yeah.
11 to 7 in the morning, then I
So
go
it's
in the
already
shop
hard
from
to
like
sleep during
11
daytime hours.
to 5 and maybe try to get a little sleep. So then I would work my other job like the next day or something. But it was crazy. It was a lot.
That shit sounds like a lot. That shit.
So
sound-
like, what do you have any tips for people who are just starting a business on how to maintain your mind, spirit, finances, family while you do that?
I'm a firm believer in God, so He's a part of my life every day. Like, I pray. Like, I got my own relationship. I'm like, that's just something I do, and it's helpful. It's peaceful. But I just say stick to what it is you want to do. Don't let anything stop you, because things will come up, people will come up, and things will try to get you off track. Just keep going. You'll get there. It takes time, but you'll get there.
Yeah,
Like-
definitely takes some time.
You took the word. I was about to say the same thing. It takes time. We can all agree that it
Hell
takes
yeah.
time, but you will get there.
And on that note, we're gonna cut to this break and we're gonna slide right back to y'all. So we back from the break.
Yes,
What
sir.
we about to get into now is, you know what I'm saying, Kelly's hair salon edition also, you know what I'm saying, and the eyelash
Yeah.
edition also. So how did you decide to add those to the collection of things you added in there?
Okay, so once I got in there, I was just selling the hair, and for a couple months, and then I had connection with Boom Latoya Austin. We were friends before then, so it was like I knew she did hair and stuff. And I asked her, we ended up talking. I wanted to know how she would feel to go in the shop and stuff. So it was like she was with it, and being that she does the lace frontals and the install, and that's something that that's what my shop offered. Like that's what it offered. Like I needed stuff, so it was like perfect place. It just worked out. So when we planned, and then she came in the shop and she started doing hair. So that's how that first chair got added, and then it was the lash station that I just added, and that came about. It was right before COVID had hit. I wanted to add it into the shop, and I actually went and learned had to take the class to learn how to install and do that, because I wanted to, if I could bring it in there, I wanted to know how to try, do it myself, if anything. So I did that, got certified, so got that in there. But when COVID hit, that kind of put us like damp on things.
On everything.
Yeah, so that's how that part came about in there. And
so how do you make space for new stations in your location?
Because the way it was set up in the beginning, it was more just for hair. Like it was already kind of the way that the shop was prior to it. It's an open floor, so it was more room. Like it probably can get 3 booths in there if needed to. Mm-hmm. But in the future, if it was to get more and I had people working, then I could get something bigger. Like, but right now, I think because the feel was to have it more boutique-ish, not more like a regular store, but still more like something close, like a comfort zone. Like you can just come there, you feel just like services to you, like you know what kind of hair you get, you can talk about it, you can, like it's just more personal.
So you got a pretty big space to be able to have all these new additions in there, right? Or do you just add a chair in the middle and you say, boom, that's a station?
Well, I would move it around, change it around. We'll make it a station.
Gotcha.
Because there used to be a barbershop before. Did you know that?
Nah.
Yeah, before the 89 till.
Oh, that's your location.
It was a barbershop beside the barbershop?
Well, that wasn't a barbershop then.
Oh,
but that was
so
just another space. So when they moved out of there, they actually moved next door. His Image. Shout out to His Image.
Yeah, shout out.
They actually was there before 89 till.
So the spirit of the grooming was already there.
Yeah, I know.
He kind of got flipped back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So for the eyelash station, is that just more like a table setup?
It's like a a bed, like a little chair bed that can fold, turn into a bed, and it's in a separate little room, not really big, but enough where you get your lashes done.
So you got a few rooms in there.
I have 2, well, kind of like 3, but the other one is used just for
storage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's I don't know. You got when you come check it out. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some footage of the shop at the end. You know what I'm saying?
So like, some people look at women adding additions to their hair or their eyelashes or any type of addition to them as like a self-confidence thing. Like, what does it do for you? What do you see it do for some people?
I think all women are like, you're beautiful anyways, and I think sometimes you just wanna glam up, you wanna like make it more pop. And that's the reason you add extra stuff to stuff that makes people look, or but sometimes it's just you just want to feel good about yourself. I mean, anyway, if you get you a nice cut and start, you get your hair cut, and then you get your little facial, you look in the mirror, you look good, you feel good for yourself, right? Exactly. So it's like,
the only twist with that is that that's all natural.
What do you mean?
He's saying for him.
Yeah, this is the lineup is still. I'm not taking.
Well, you feel good. You just feel good anyway. See, you already just got the feel good.
So what about the females that don't feel good and they just add these additions on?
If that's what makes them feel good, like why take it away? Like some people find other things that make them feel good, and it's like some might like to eat more, some might like to smoke, that makes them feel good. Some might, I want to get me a long pretty weave, put it and look cute.
What do you guys think about like the men? I seem like the
men pieces.
Yeah, you gotta do glue the waves on or whatever.
Well, believe it or not, it's crazy.
Fetty had the extensions.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I guess it's to each his own. If you feel like you're going bald right there and you want to add some hair, they definitely, it's out there. You can get.
But when the coin is flipped, it's a little bit. You like, brother, why don't you just wear your?
How would you feel if you met somebody and then they took their shit off?
I mean,
it's like,
because this is
like Velcro.
This is what we got to deal with.
Well.
So how do you feel if you just met somebody and everything was cool, you liked them, it flowed, and just popped the shit off?
He just took his Velcro waves off.
Well, you should have probably known it was not real if you could look close to it before you went that far.
You gotta examine, boy.
You know that wasn't her hair when she laid with you. So look.
You better have.
Yeah.
There's been times, probably it was years ago, but I really had thought some people's hair was their hair.
Yeah.
And it's not that. And some people just they can have beautiful hair, long hair, or whatever.
Exactly.
Weaves are more manageable, like. You know, for us African American, when we work out and stuff, we sweat or whatever. Our hair, we have it pressed. We have to go probably press it again, blow dry it out, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
With your weaves, you can just work out, get up and go. You might put a little water on it, put a little mousse, whatever you go. It's the convenience of it, and it looks good, and you're out the door too.
I understand maintenance in hair. Like I've had afros, I've had high tops. It can be a headache, especially if you don't have time. And then you just walking out with a lopsided head. People looking at with lint all in it and shit. It's all looking all dry. People
especially when you're going through the growing process too, before you get it to where you wanted it.
You be looking all greasy and stuff. You really like, oh, you should cut it. I know. I know.
You say that for the next year.
I know.
In the rough stages right now.
Boy, I'm in the rough stages, boy. Yeah. So yeah, there's many different reasons why someone may do their hair or their lashes.
Yeah, even with the lashes, it's like I think some women just like the longer look. They like eyelashes make you pop, like make you somebody see your face more. When did the lashes become a thing? Because they didn't always used to be a thing. It's kind of been a thing. It's just probably not as big of a thing, but it's been a thing. Probably getting more advanced with it now. Like more people are doing more individual lashes and versus getting the strip lashes. So it's kind of been a thing. It's just bigger now.
I agree.
Yeah, because I don't really remember seeing it a lot.
You probably just didn't notice it.
Because they wasn't so obvious,
Yeah,
they wasn't like 10 or 12 inches.
They all thick now, hang down in the corner and stuff.
The 10 or 12 inches.
The long eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you close your eyelids and that shit touches
it's
too long. You know what I'm saying? It's too.
Yeah, and I'm not a lash like I don't like to wear lashes unless I'm going out somewhere like a special occasion. I might put lashes on, so that's why I like the strip lashes. But I offer the individual as well. I mean, everybody got a different preference.
Yeah, and also the quality of things like that, like cosmetic things, have gone up too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have to have like a certain type of glue when doing that one too?
Oh yeah, it's a lot with that. They got all kinds. It's like 3 different types of glue you can use because it got to be the temperature of the room when you're doing it. You got to have very good hand, like you got to have your isolation skills down when it's like time to apply lashes and stuff because it's tedious and you're messing with around somebody's eyes.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So when you do them individually, that's how you put them in there, glue?
Yeah, it's lash glue. It's for that particular. Mm-hmm.
And you pull the other ones out?
What, your own lashes?
What you do when you put an eyelash in it, you just go around the ones that's in there, or you?
No, you actually put in the lash on a lash individual. So that's when I say the isolation is like this little tool that you use to open it up. You gotta one by one.
I didn't know if it was going on the skin layer or
no, it's going on the actually lash.
Yeah.
But you gotta put it like a very little bit from because you cannot have it connect because that's how you get it to the eyelid, and then that's how you get people get infected and swollen and all that. So it's definitely something that I would say girls, if they're doing it, like get the knowledge behind doing it, because it's like not like, oh, let me just go throw a lash.
You can't just go get some regular glue.
Oh, not with them
You
individual.
sitting there with some Elmer's glue. Like,
No,
to be cute tonight.
yeah. It's perfect. They can just go get some regular glue for the strips and just throw them on. But yeah, funny.
So who's doing the lashes in the station right now, or is that?
Right now that's on hold. I do have a young lady coming in that's been practicing that. Hopefully soon is going to be doing them as well. So
Gotcha.
we'll see how that goes.
So like for some people who, you know, may do lashes or may own a shop, what are some things you look for in the hiring process?
Quality with the person, make sure they're reliable. Kind of if they're going to be in that field, whatever it is that you hiring them in, that they know a little bit about it. How to deal with your customers, because it's not going to always be people that you like or like how they talk to you or whatever. But you working and you got to be able to know how to handle those situations. And just treat people how you want to be treated, and I feel like you'll be fine.
That's something else. You just mentioned that I was wondering, like, what are some things that you generally keep in your mind and your spirit when you're dealing with a customer that may have a disagreement or something they're not happy with?
I keep in my mind how would I want somebody to handle me with my situation if I was displeased with it.
Mm-hmm.
I keep that in mind. So I try to handle it and let them know that I'm gonna work with them. I'm gonna do everything I can, because I don't want nobody to leave unsatisfied.
Yes.
So I try my best to get to the bottom of whatever we can come up with, whatever decision works.
Yes.
So I'm just more like, whatever I can do to help fix that, I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not one of those, oh well, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it.
So would it be like the product fell apart or didn't work right or something for them when they got it, and they would bring it back?
Yeah, if they would bring it back, because the thing is, that's the whole thing about knowing your products. When you sell them, you should be able to know if you test something, like what it can do and what it won't do.
Yes.
So when you bring it back, if it did what you say, you get your money back, whatever. But it's about knowing your product. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
so if you know what you got, you kind of know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's hard. That can be hard to do, to manage your emotions and handle business. You know what I mean?
That's funny that you said that, because the lady that worked with me will do the hair. It would be funny because she'll be doing hair, and then I probably have customers that I'm dealing with, and they might ask me like a bunch of questions, and I'm just I'm gonna just keep answering and going, and then she'll be like, how do you have the patience? And I'll be laughing. I'm like,
I just
You love what you do.
it'll be funny because I look over and I know she's like, because she's looking like, why? And I'm laughing like she's the best. Then she'd be like, you're a good one, because I can't answer. That's too many questions. So I'm like, some things you gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of running your business.
That is a big step of it. Having to manage all of that at one time.
Customer service, man.
And communication, you
Yeah.
got to have the communication, because miscommunicated, like that can mess up a whole thing, because somebody can be thinking like this, and just because y'all didn't like communicate down to what everything, how you want it, what it's gonna be, like get it out the way, communicate about it, get it done. Don't half step it, because then it leaves mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why you gotta be really mindful of the words that you use, you know what I'm saying? In that kind of situation, it'll make you be more mindful of the words you use.
Mm-hmm.
Because you definitely want to make sure you're getting your point across and doing, you know what I'm saying, proper business and being genuine with the customer at the same time too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to be sincere and get this point across to you, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, that's pretty difficult. You know what I'm saying? You're in a storefront, so you have to deal with that kind of traffic. People coming in good days, bad days.
Yeah.
Like,
some people might ain't like it, or some, you know, you just gotta know how to handle it. Like,
how do you feel about your location?
I like it. It's I think it's kind of good because it's right off 29. People.
You don't sound too sure.
Well, I like the location. I wish I had better parking, but I like the location.
Gotcha. Yeah, the parking is a little difficult
Yeah,
over there.
that's the only thing. But
That is a high traffic area right there.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you.
But I guess that would work too, because the shop is right there. So when moms just bring their kids by to get their haircuts, like, oh, they pop in sometimes.
yeah, because I've had people come from over there. It's like, oh, I didn't know you was here. I'll go here to get hair. I'll go over there. Like, yep, we got that. I sell all kind of different brands, and I make sure.
Right here in town, and would have never even known.
Yes, and
You gotta put your face out there with your business. You gotta get it out there. Like,
yeah.
you was working at the forefront, and you got the thing going now.
Yeah, I gotta.
You hiring people,
expose.
so now you have the, you know what I'm saying, the time now to be able to do that.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
Yeah, you doing a good job now. You here at the Godcast, you know what I'm saying, showing some love, putting
Thanks
it out there, you know
for
what I'm saying.
having
Like,
me.
definitely, you know what I'm saying. We try to support in all ways possible, you know what I'm saying. Like, we always say, like, we hear a lot of people talk about it, but haven't really figured out a way to formulate it quite yet. And then the ones that do have their way of doing it, and everybody does, you know what I'm saying. But this is our way over here, you know what I'm saying, which is digitally.
Have you ever thought about marketing or promotion, or is it mostly word of mouth?
I do Facebook and Instagram and a lot of snaps, but I don't really haven't been making no like stuff inside the shop like I should be doing. Yeah, that's just pretty much on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that.
That's fair. Like, that's fair. That's pretty much where most people are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because there's not a lot of other platforms to really
Yeah, I need to get
go
on the YouTube and it's so crazy because I haven't, but a couple of my other friends have got their little own business and stuff. They be on the YouTube.
Yeah, people will be
shout out
tuning
to
in.
Sabrina Fagan. She's Beyond Fitness with Sabrina.
She's from around here.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond Fitness with Sabrina Fagan.
Oh yeah, shout out
to you.
Like her story is amazing. Like
she got a store here. Where
no, her story, like her whole how she start her thing, like her fitness.
Oh, gotcha.
Dope.
You had to check her out.
I know.
There's a lot of and I'm sure y'all heard about a lot of entrepreneurs that's out here. But I do want to tell you about a toy drive that me and 4 other ladies we are doing for Christmas. It's the Nails Next Door, Dashe, Christy Cakes, Christy, and Be Great by Desmond Fitzgerald.
Hey, shout out everybody, you know what I'm saying? The whole squad out there showing love, supporting, you know what I'm saying?
That was something that was like...
How did y'all come up with that?
It was so crazy because it was actually Dashe, the youngest one of the bunch. Yeah, it was so cute. I love Dashe. She's been shopping with me ever since I opened, and she's do nails. So, and she's in school too. And since she's been here on break, she's been doing nails and stuff. So it's pretty dope. Girls, check her out.
Man, like so many entrepreneurs in my mind, I just see y'all people getting together and just having a big building with just
that would be
that
would be dope.
Other, man.
That would be dope.
That would be real dope. I just
that
saw
how they already got office buildings with their own bullshit stuff.
But we gotta find some the right people, the right money to put us all together.
I'm sure y'all seem like y'all got y'all own things established, so it seemed like it'll be a fairly simple process. It's just like looking for a location and finding people to agree with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's dope. I love seeing black people and black women
empowering each other.
Yeah. So y'all was friends already before y'all came together?
Well, yeah, because that's crazy. Well, I'm saying it's crazy because now it makes me think about it. It's Desmond is a little younger than me. So, and I remember her being around like my other little, I call them my little sisters, my little cousins, because they were around me forever. But I remember her being around me when she was about, probably, they were like 13 young girls. So, and I say it like I'm real old, I'm not that old. But yeah, I know her since a child. Then Christy is actually a cousin of mine. And then Dashe, I met her from Infamous Hair. Like, she started buying hair, and I love her. She's so sweet, and everything about her, she's just, and even with like helping like promoting stuff, I would call her because I just, everything about her is so, she got a sweet soul about her. So it's like when you meet good people, you're just like,
and keep them around.
And then it's just to see her grow and doing her own thing and stepping out.
And that's the one that has the, which one?
The nails. She's doing the nails.
The nails.
Yeah, she got her license and stuff.
Hair, you got the nails, you got the lashes, you got what? You said.
Well, I don't have the nails.
I know, but this is everyone that you're associated
everybody
with.
I got
fitness.
I can get you there.
Like, come on, man. Everything to get you right. All in one location. I'm trying to come right now.
But I've seen a lot of, it's like so many women out there that's doing their own thing. Like, that's open up stuff. And it's good, like, to see them
need to get
go
some
out
more
there.
acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Persistent. Don't take no for an answer. Always, if you always invest, look, search, do the research about whatever it is you're trying to start. And if it's something you're passionate about, it's something you feel like you know you're good at, and you can do it, do it. Just do it.
So how do you research? What would be some pointers for as far as researching?
Like I said, I would, now I'm at a point where I'm in a good connection with vendors that I can get in touch with other vendors. Like some of my hair comes straight from India. Like, and I get Cambodian hair. Like, I got a connection there. But to how to get there, like I said,
you got that
invest.
Pure. She got that pure. Okay.
You gotta invest in yourself. You gotta
do.
When you searching and when you on those sites looking for stuff, you just gotta you're gonna take some risks. Like, hey, you might gotta spend some money to actually spend some. Yeah, you're gonna like, that's just no way around it.
You're gonna lose some money too.
That's why you might as well direct how you gonna lose it. That's what I be feeling like sometimes.
You do. You put that in your butt, and that's another thing you learn. Like,
I know
you go in there and say, I'm thinking if I make this much, but I'm gonna lose this much. My inventory gonna be with this much. This I'm gonna have left. Oh, like you put it in there. You put it out, but you put that loss in there because don't ever think you going in there without one.
And then if you end up not losing, you have extra at that point.
You know extra, and you can use that to start something else, another project in that within that, or it's just things you want. You always try to think, what can I do next? How can I make this better? What can I add on that's going to help me bring in revenue? You just got to keep your mind working.
Some really good pointers. I mean, that's the space where we be at. We understand, but for people, that's some.
You gotta keep going with it.
Direct pointers for y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't really know how to get started researching or what to do, you know what I'm saying? Those are some good guidelines to get you there.
Yeah.
And you can use that for whatever you're trying to do. I know that's what I do. I focus my shit the same way. Some days, like, I may be in my space just quiet. I might just have my YouTube screen on, you know what I'm saying? Just not even watching it, it's just watching me, and my spirit is just trying to build something around it, you know, like almost like meditating, you know what I'm saying?
I meditate too. That's like a
zenful place.
Yeah,
I know.
So, like, are you spiritual and or religious, or spiritual or religious?
I guess kind of. Well, I would just say I'm spiritual. I'm a Christian, but I have my own belief. Like, I don't judge. So it's like, I feel like.
Are you in the church?
I haven't been in a while. I do have a church home I can go to, but I don't.
Well, that kind of directs with you, like where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Because we all over here kind of all started off in the church and kind of found our spot to bounce back to.
So I do a lot of, like to myself, I like T.D. Jakes' Bible. So like I'm like in our church area, but it's a woman's Bible. So I got different like little stuff that breaks down different parts in the Bible. So I read out of that Bible. I try to get in it as much as I can during the week. But I watch, like, I don't know if you know Creflo Dollar. He is some pastor that speaks to me. I like how he preach, and it just keeps me up to reality and stuff. When sometimes you gotta just hear those messages to keep you grounded.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you can just get off track.
What is a woman's Bible?
Okay, so it's a T.D. Jakes Bible. So what he does in that Bible, it's the same as the regular Bible, but what's in it is so all the women's stories that's in the Bible, he breaks those stories down and tell a more understanding.
Yeah, from another perspective.
Yeah. But it's about each woman that's in the Bible, like what happened to them or why they went, you know. Because every woman in the Bible have a very important part.
Okay.
In that Bible, and it speaks more to women.
Yes.
It's a great Bible, by the way.
I had that.
You sound like you're excited about it.
When I'm not sure about things, I always like to ask.
Yeah, that's good.
For more clarity, you know what I mean? Because I had never heard of a woman's Bible
before. T.D. Jakes, Thou Lucis. That's the name of the Bible. But it's a Bible. Got all the regular stories, and it just breaks down the women ones parts a little bit more.
So, how do you feel about T.D. Jakes as a whole? You enjoy him?
I enjoy his messages. Some, you know, I like the way he preached certain things. But as a person, I don't know him. Like, I don't know beyond, and I don't.
You know, they got a lot of backstories behind him too, and there's a lot of other things that they say about him as well.
What about?
He's a pretty big pastor.
Yeah, him and Creflo Dollar.
Yeah, I was going to say Creflo.
But I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I like Joe Osteen too.
They're all huge. But they all had some weird situations with them and the people.
Well, we all have some weird situations with us and some people.
Yeah, we do. But when you get that kind of power, because that's what it is, being a pastor.
Well, first I'm gonna say I don't even know what the situations is. Yeah.
No, I'm just speaking for any of them because they all different, but they all like weird situations. That as a pastor, that's supposed to be for the people. That should never even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, see, I watched. That's what I said. Let me see about Creflo Dollar because I really like his messages and I like the way he delivered, and I feel like he's just real with it. Like, and
yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, like that's.
But I listen. I don't know if you listen to him.
I used to listen to and check out all of them. You know, to hear their messages when I was in my transformation process, and then you know. Just between that and then everything else I was researching, learning, I was just, my vibe and feeling was just going more over this way.
Okay.
To the other side. So,
yeah.
And to like compliment what both of you are saying, like, growing up, it is like that. It's like everybody has their whatever it is to them, hypocritical points to them, shortcomings. And it got me to the point where, similar to you, I kind of just, whoever the person is, if the information feels right, I'll take the information. I might not even like the person. But it's kind of like the, you know, kill the messenger type of thing. Because it's just like, it don't matter who the messenger is, it matters what the message is.
I wouldn't be able to do that just because of my lifestyle. And if a nigga snitch, I don't give a fuck what you got to say.
Well...
There's
I don't agree with that
context.
part.
There's context to the situation.
Hey, you just threw that. Hey, we didn't say we agreed to that.
Yeah, no.
There's context
I
to
was just,
situation.
I was fixing the context because I was like, wait a minute. Any messenger can't just bring the message because.
I think it wasn't more like it was more like it could be. I might don't have to deal with that person, but maybe what they are saying, I could take that in.
I mean, I can even take his point as extreme as it is, and I essentially come to you and be like, "Yo, your daughter's in danger." Maybe the message. It depends on the context of anything.
It's so common now. It used to be more rare, so it's more common now on the scale.
Shit, yeah, everything is more common now on the scale. Everything's an anomaly.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of people going in and out so fast, and they already got this thing on them. You know what I'm saying?
When you say in and out, what do you mean?
The system.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they already done their own weird thing. So it's like, to a certain degree, it does matter who's bringing the message.
Yeah, to a degree.
Because then I need to know your intentions behind the message.
Yeah, that's true. Because you do gotta know the intent behind whoever I get that part too. Like
the intentions. Yeah, but
so like, when did you? So I imagine you started off in the church. When did you begin to become more spiritual than religious?
It really probably. I'm gonna say when I went to prison for 2 years, so I would say once I went through my situation, I was more grounded. Because I was in a mindset before then, like I don't really care. Like you live. You just live. So when you lose everything, you lose it all, and you realize it's like, damn, stupid stuff or things you can't prevent from happening. Yeah. So it's like you go through stuff to actually you grow. So as you grow, you change. You change.
Yeah.
So I would say during that time, and that was probably back I would say about 2015 or something, and that's when I started. When I came home, and I just like my thinking was kind of different too.
That process, do you feel like kind of put you in that space to kind of force you to change your thought process faster?
Yeah, because like I said, I always loved think about it. I always like hair from young, but nothing ever made me really thought about just doing it.
Yeah.
But when you go through stuff too, and it's like, what else can I do, or what's something? So it made me think more situation.
Put more time on yourself.
Yeah. So my spiritual life, I got better. I got a better connection with God. I got knowing that it's just, I don't know, it was just a whole different vibe, a whole different feel. Like once you're comfortable with yourself and comfortable with what it is you are, and it's just like I'm good with myself. So when you get to that point, it's like not me.
And you can't really explain it either.
Yeah, it's like
I understand what you're saying.
Not much can bother you.
Yeah.
Like the things that probably would have.
Don't anymore.
You'd be like laughing, like thinking to yourself, like, damn, I know I'm wrong.
Dang, I would have bust your head about 2 years ago.
Like, really? Like, I know I'm wrong, because that's funny to me. Like
growing and having something to lose, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I know when I went through mine, I didn't have shit to lose before I went in. Now I got a lot of shit going on. I got shit to lose. It's completely different if I have to go through the process now, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even know how my mentality would be in there, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't have shit to lose when I was in there going through it. So it's like, to do that now, I'd probably be stressed and fucking going crazy in there. Yeah, I got a daughter. Like, what the fuck?
Things change. Life change. You go through stuff, so.
Yeah, you do.
You grow.
Hell yeah.
And that's another thing. That's your choice to grow.
Oh my God. It's only your choice to grow.
I feel like that's what we should be teaching our kids as well too. As much as we direct them, life is all about choices. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do in life, we got choices.
And that's true. Because kids, we have spoiled them to a point where sometimes they think they're entitled to stuff.
Yeah.
Like they were laughing because I was like, I make my daughter pay her own. She pay her own car insurance. Like she just got her license and stuff. But you work. Eventually, you're gonna have to start paying like these things. So I'll help you if you need, but like you gotta start letting them know, like, I can't give you everything. And I just feel like the more we let them know, the more they'll be aware.
That's something I was taught very young, like before I was even 10 and beyond. And at first it was very annoying. I didn't think it was fair. But the older I got, when I got to about 22, 23, I seen how much far more developed I was in certain areas than my peers.
Mm-hmm.
And it helped me out tremendously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is detrimental. So I be trying to teach that to the little one now. Like, even with her clothes sometimes, all the way down to the smallest stuff. I pick out 2 or 3. You got a choice, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got a choice. Hey, you want to shower now or later? Right, it's up to you, but when later get there, you're going to shower.
Like the choices is all up.
Yeah, you made the choice. Hey, you made it. I can't do anything. You know, you did that. You know what I'm saying?
So like, I see you got very beautiful big crystal on. You was talking about like meditation, like.
Yeah. Well, my sister gave me this. She's into stones too, and my friend, like. And it's so crazy because a lot of my sister friends are my friends and they're older than me. So, you learn a lot of stuff from older people. Even people, it's always good to be in the room with people who know more than you because you can always learn more from them. Mm-hmm. So I just love like their whole vibe, and it's just like.
That's because you like to learn. We like to learn.
Yeah.
Everybody don't like to learn. You see how you light up talking about that? That's how I be feeling. Like, learning, like, I love.
Yeah, because it's so much we don't know.
That we feel like we almost missed out on. Almost it seemed like I can't believe I was lost this whole time. Like, all right, let me start digging and picking. Like what's crazy is like the old folks home, how they do the old people here when you get old, and it's like when you get old, you live this long and experience this much life, you should be taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should be. It shouldn't be like old folks homes is like prisons. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have money to go to a really good one.
You're right.
And then I know a lot of people that work at them joints about them people. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing all kinds of crazy stories. Yeah, you do.
But you're right.
But it's not the higher ups because it's still enough that they still let this shit go on.
And that's so crazy because that's like a touchy part because I like worked in a nursing home, like that was my, and I feel like if you don't love the job, like if you just don't like helping people, period, and you're not a good person, don't apply for those jobs. Yeah. Because I always look at it like that could be your mom, that could be your grandma, that could be something. Like treat them how you want to be treated. So I did not like
going for the
low
check.
Tolerance for the
going for the check.
Like your pay ain't gonna be that great, but you already know what you got to do when you get here. So don't get in it if you don't want to do it. Like get another job somewhere else. Like
that's not a job that you just pick up from.
Yeah. It's not.
Some people do it because the next person do it and they be like, oh, this pays good money and I ain't got nothing on my regular, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even thinking about like on a deeper level.
But you still can't, even if you're doing it for that reason, like just for the money, have a little bit of heart when you go in there. Like them is people. You don't want nobody do your parent like that. It takes 2 seconds to just see if they are alright. Like it's not gonna kill you. That's what you're there for anyway.
Yeah.
It's a rough process.
I mean, it's definitely a job.
No, I know, because I'm sitting over here looking at you. How you handle it when they spit at you or cuss at you or try to hit you or something?
But you got to rethink it, and that's why there's a lot of training, and it goes into that. Like, you got to know how to talk to a person. You need, like, because most time they're in there, they're probably a dementia patient. They're already, they don't remember stuff, or what they do remember is, like, from back in the day. So you don't want nobody just approaching you or touching you, like, they think like that too. Like it's the way you approach a person. Yeah. You gotta remember they're still a human being. Like you go speak to them. You don't just, because some people go, hey, it's time for you to get a shit, like, and grab, and that would change their whole mood. Wouldn't it change your mood if somebody grab you and say, hey, it's time for you to go get a?
Oh yeah, without question.
But some of the people, like, because I just know a little bit about it too.
So
it's like it's like some of the people there are from a different generation and a different time.
That's true.
So like they mind frame may come off disgusting, but that's they time generation, and that's just what they was molded to. So you know, like you have those people that be like nigger, you know what I'm saying, or you have somebody that just might be like fuck you, don't touch me, or you know what I'm saying. But it's like this is a completely different generation, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't as touchy as it is right now, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everything is touchy.
Yeah.
Everything is touchy. But on that note, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna cut to this break and we're gonna get back to y'all. So we back from the break, you know what I'm saying. So what we about to get into next, you know what I'm saying, is like what Miss Kelly got going on coming up, you know what I'm saying, like her next venture, you know what I'm saying, that you plan on working on.
Okay, what I'm planning on working on next, I am, like I told you, since COVID messed the lashes thing, so hopefully we can get that back popping, going, moving. I sell waist trainers too, ladies, you know, come by the shop, come get size, come get fitted, and they are really good. I wish I had brought one so y'all can see. Look, I'm selling on your show.
Supposed to, that's right, promote.
And hopefully we can soon have someone back in the shop working, so we'll see. Other than that, we still Peachy King Birdie, aka Latoya Austin. She still do hair from time to time, so she's still a slayer.
Gotcha.
But we got other good girls out there that's doing hair too, so I want to give y'all a big shout out. I want to thank Asia for coming through and helping me out yesterday because I had an event and she came through. She's another young lady that does hair.
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, I didn't have an event, but the lady who hair needed to be, it was for Apple Watch. She was doing a show, so she came and got her hair done. So it was like a last minute thing. And her promoter, Hazel, everything Hazel. I don't know if you know, but she's a good. I like Hazel. She's a good girl. But yeah, she hit me up. That's her promoter, and she doing good things, big things.
I had seen some people promoting that on Instagram.
Yeah. So they said I had a good time.
That seemed like a good time. Seemed like a good time.
What kind of event was it?
It was a private event.
That's my kind of event right there. She was like, it was
that shit was straight.
No invite. It was type of event, you know, exclusive.
It was one of those kind of events.
But you guys would have been invited.
Yeah, maybe the next one we'll catch an invite. You know what I'm saying?
It was, it was kind of last minute.
Yeah.
So it was like.
Think of us last minute.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Look, I was thought of last minute, so I was like,
keep us in the loop.
But yeah.
Y'all come to the store, maybe y'all can get invited to some exclusive events.
Yeah, I know.
You never know.
You never know.
You gotta check
it out.
Oh, that's good. That's what's good. That's what's good. So, on that note, you know what I'm saying, because we was running a little bit longer on everything else, you know what I'm saying, we're going to wrap this thing up there. You know what I'm saying? You want to let everybody know where they can find you at?
You can find me on Facebook, Infamous Hair and Solutions. You can find me on Instagram, and that is Infamous Hands 3. And you can find a lot of my products. Look, it connect you to my webpage from the Facebook as well. What else you can find me on?
I'll have the links. So
you'll have the links.
I'll have the links below.
Connect.
Everything will be down below. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for afterwards because we're going to have some footage of the shop, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And y'all make sure y'all check out the TrakWolf Godcast too, man. Y'all tune in on IG, you know what I'm saying? It's been another great episode. Thank Kelly for coming through, showing some love with us.
Thanks for having me,
Yes,
guys.
ma'am.
It's been
I
fun.
got my man Cheno Bliss in the building.
Like, comment, and subscribe now.
As always, I'm your boy TrakBeatz. We signing out.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.